Hi guys, welcome to No Nonsense Music Tips with me, Tony. And today I'm going to be going through some SSL compressors and showing you some audio examples of what they sound like. So this will be the track that we'll be playing through today. So that's the track when the sun goes down. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put in 3 different compressors. I'm going to put in the SSL Native Bus Compressor, and I'll show you where you can get these at the end of the video. Then I'm going to put in the Native Instruments one, which is the Solid Bus Compressor, or Solid Bus Comp. And then I'm going to put in the Waves one, which is the SSL Comp here. So I'll just put that one in. So I've got the 3. I've got the Native Instruments one, the Waves one, and the SSL one itself. I'm just going to bring these down onto this main screen here. I did this in the studio, so the screens are going to look a little bit different from my last video. So what I'll do is I'll bypass each one. I'll set the settings the same on each one of them and show you the difference in the Bus Compressor 2 and why I like the Bus Compressor 2 so much. And so we'll bypass these ones first, and then we'll set some settings on this one here. So what we want to be doing is looking for about a gain reduction of about 4 dB, between 1 and 4 dB. So what we're going to do is we are going to play the track here. You see, there's not much difference there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to describe what this knob does here, which the other 2 don't have. And what it does is it's sidechain high pass filter, so you can use it for your kicks and stuff like that. So let's set these. I'm going to set the attack to longish attack, and then I'm going to set the release to a really fast release. And this is cell settings that Dr. Dre does. And then we'll set a ratio of 4, and we want to have a decibel drop of about, or a compression of about 4 dB. So let's make up the gain here. I'm going to set it at 4, but I think this is going to be a bit too much. So we'll set it to about 2. And then what we'll do is we'll pull down the threshold here. So yeah, too much going on there. About right. And what I'll do is I'll just bypass this on and off. This is off. And this is on. We're getting about 4 dB of gain reduction, and then what we'll do is we'll use the sidechain to pull away the drum and low end. So the drum and low end is not going to trigger this, and then we'll just get a nice balance. And what you should hear there is that when it's on, the mix sounds glued together. When it's off, the mix doesn't sound glued at all. So you can play around with your sidechain here. Straight away you can hear that the mix just sounds solid now. It sounds like the mix has been glued and it's all one coherent sound now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up these ones to do the same, and you can hear the difference between the 3 different versions. don't know about you guys, but that just doesn't have the same feel to me. It just doesn't have the same feel as the mixed bus compressor to the SSL Native one. I just feel that the Bus Compressor 2, the SSL Native one, just has a cleaner sound for me. It has a more rounder sound. It's like it's adding some nice warmth to it. Let's set up the waves one to be the same. See, that does have, I think, a better sound than the Native Instruments one. You can definitely feel it pull that mix together, but I just don't think that one does as good a job as the Native one either. So if you want some parallel, you can put some parallel on that. And I just don't think they have the same sound as the SSL one does for me. And with the added bonus of this one having the side chain, so that the kick isn't triggering it and the bass isn't triggering it. And you see, when I hit that bypass, it just falls apart. The mix just falls apart. It feels like it's not glued again. Straight away, it just sounds glued now, that mix does. And so that's the three different variants of these compressors. My favorite is the Bus Compressor 2. Now, this is the most expensive. This one is about £380 or something like that. The solid bus compressor is about £80, but you get like 3 different things with it. You get a few different compressors with it. And the Waves one is about £30. You can get, they're always got deals on at Waves, and so you can get that for about £30. Now, the bus compressor, the SSL Native bus compressor, is like I said, it's the most expensive. But when I bought it part of a deal, and I think I paid around £30 for it on Plug-in Boutiques. But what you have to do is just wait for the deals to come up on Plug-in Boutique with the SSL stuff for you to be able to buy it. And so that's what I did. They do a subscription model over at the SSL Native site. So I'm going to bring these up so you guys can see them. I'm going to bring up the websites so you can see the prices and stuff. Now, I think you can get the solid bus compressor from Native Instruments, part of Complete 14 and Complete 13. So you can get it as part of as a deal, but it's about £80. It's about £80, and you get two other compressors with it. So that's over at the Native Instruments website. So there you go. You get the solid dynamics. So you get the solid bus comp and the solid EQ for about £80, or you'll get it part of that the machine two, or you'll get it in your, if say you've got complete 14 or something like that. So that's that. And then what I'll do is I'll bring up the Waves one, so you can see this. The Waves deals, they're always got deals on over at Waves. So let's bring that up here. Now with Waves, I actually have the monthly subscription with Waves. I pay about £25 a month, and that gives me all of the plugins from Waves, and also gives me access to people's mix presets and stuff like that. But you see there, the solid G bus compressor there is £29, not only £249, but it's £29 or $29 here. But you can get it part of the creative access or the Waves subscription model, where I can't remember what it's called, the Waves subscription model, but they do a subscription model. So let's go over to the SSL page itself, solid state logic. So there's the bus one, the Native Instruments one. It's £89 there, you can see. As you see here, the solid state Fusion Viola EQ is £29 at the moment over at Plugin Boutique. So, like I say, you just have to wait for these deals to come up. You see, the normal price is £199. So you see the deals will come up. And there it is. It's £326. So what you're best off doing is looking for a deal on this. I think I got this deal here, this Native Essentials bundle, and I think I paid around £30-40 for it when I got it. So just keep an eye on it if you really do want this one. For me, it's been the best bus compressor I've used for mixed glue. And so yeah, just go over to Plugin Boutique, have a look at what deals they've got, and just put it on your wish list or something like that, and just wait for it to come in as a deal if you fancy it. Or the other option is you can do a subscription model with the SSL bundle. They used to do it through Goblin, but I don't know if they're still doing it through Goblin. I think now they're actually doing it as part of I've forgotten the name of it, Slate Digital. They're doing it part of Slate Digital. I think for like $20 or $25, you can get all of the SSL plugin bundles and all of the solid state logic, the state Slate Digital, should I say? You can get all of those plugins for around £25 a month. So these are all the plugins here. You can see, like, it looks like these prices reflect what's on Plugin Boutique. So I would go over to Plugin Boutique and put them on your wish list, or look at the subscription model, try them out for a month or something like that, and see if you get on with them. I'm not too sure if they do a demo. They might do a demo over at Slate Digital. They might actually do the what's it called. So you can pay £14 a month for just the SSL ones, as you can see here. Or I think it's about £24 a month if you can get the Slate Digital ones as well. So £14.99 a month is not bad. I'd say do the trial that they give you, and try them out, and then decide from there whether you want to buy the plugins. I was doing the trial when I had these. I was actually doing the trial, and then as they came up on Plugin Boutique, I was buying them to the point that I could just end my trial because I had the plugins I wanted. So there you go. There's the Solid State Logic and the Slate Digital complete access. So they've got, if you do it as an annual payment, it's £19 a month, but you'll pay a 12-month upfront. And then you've got this one, which is month by month, where you can cancel any time, which is £34 a month. And then you've got the year one, which is £200 a month, or $200 a month, I think that was. Yeah, $200 a month. And so that's over at Slate Digital. And with that, like I say, you get all of the Slate Digital stuff as well, and some really good stuff over at Slate Digital. They do some really good plugins as well. I did have the Slate Digital bundle at one point before the SSL stuff came into it. And there was some really good stuff in there. The EQ, I really loved the EQ in there. I loved the Fresh Air. There's one called Fresh Air. I really liked that. I liked the rack that they've got. I liked using the Neve stuff on it. So some really, really good stuff from Slate Digital themselves. But then I started moving over to buying my own plugins or buying them outright. So like I said, I ended up buying the SSL stuff myself, and then I've gone on to buy other things like Soothe and Bloom, those types of plugins. And like I said, I've got the Waves subscription model, so I'm quite happy with what I've got. But I was lucky that I bought the SSL when I did. So that's that, guys. I'm going to come off this now. I didn't want to keep it as a long video, but hopefully you can get a grasp of the different types of SSL models that I was showing you there with the Waves, the Native Instruments, and the SSL one. Like I said, the Waves one did have a nice sound to it, and that's $30. So there is that if you want to get that. But my recommendation would be to try the SSL ones on a 7-day, or maybe buy it for a month on a cancel one and try a couple of the plugins, and or even try. I think these do a 2-week trial or something like that. That you can try all of the Slate Digital stuff and the SSL stuff as well. So maybe that's worth giving it a go and trying that. So that's the end of this video, guys. We hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to take that point, to tickle that like button, hit the bell and subscribe notification. Also, we've got the other channels that we run. We've got Studio Live. Check that in the description, where it's just us in the studio. You can see us and we're going to be going live with that soon. So if you want to join that one, you can do. And then we've also got the Bobby Found a Trumpet, which is our band, our group where we make music. The track that you was listening to in that is called Sun Goes Down, and that's over at Spotify, not Spotify, on SoundCloud currently, and the link is in the description if you want to go and download that and play that. And yeah, so that's the end of this one, guys. Hopefully you got something out of it. A little bit of a disclaimer: I always say, when you are producing music and when you are mixing and mastering music, you have to train your ears. It takes time to train your ears. Some of the best mix engineers and the mastering engineers are in the 50s, because they've spent years and years and years training their ears to be as good as they are. And so for me, if you're new to it or you're not getting it, it could be that you're just new. If you're not getting grasping the sound and you're not hearing the changes, which I get a lot from people when I show them stuff, it could just be that you are not training your ears enough. You've just got to bear with it and keep training and keep training and keep training. There's ear trainers out there which will help you with recognizing compression, help you with recognizing different EQs. So I would recommend looking at some of those as well. But remember, guys, if you're not hearing something, it could just be that you've not trained your ears yet, and it does take time. It took me many, many years before I started hearing changes. And so just keep that in mind, guys. So yeah, we hope you like this video, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.